Is it coming? Okay. The popular saying is first impression seals the deal. But there's also another popular saying that says you can't or you don't judge a book by its cover. So, and on this note, I would like to actually start looking beyond the first impression. So, whether you are an employer of labor, you are a parent, you are single, you are married, but most especially to the unmarried people, first impression does not necessarily seal the deal, because a lot of people have this popular saying in their head. They tend to put up an act. They tend to pretend, knowing fully well that as soon as I am able to impress this person on our first meeting, it will totally seal the deal. It will cover up a lot of my mess, and no matter what happens, that person or those persons will always go back to the first day they met. But what most people does not know is that even when your employers get to employ you, they still go beyond the first impression. And that is the reason why, after you have been employed, say for some weeks or months, you get to misbehave, they fire you. That's because nobody dwells, or most people have risen beyond the first impression. So for me, I have also gone through life to understand that fact, that first impression should not seal the deal, as the popular saying goes, but beyond the first impression should seal. Impression is an overall effect of something on somebody or on a person. That is an impression, an overall effect of something on anybody. And that is why it's called what? An impression. And you can also say it's an outward appearance of somebody or something, but that thing have effect on that particular person. It is not an inanimate object that has impression. It is an animate object, and that is where we come in. That is human beings. Now let's quickly look at some of the points you should consider beyond the first impression. So if you are a single person, beyond the first impression, what are the things you should consider, you should look out for in this person? Number one point will be singleness. Singleness. I'm going to take those letters one after the other to explain what singleness means, or being single. The S, sincerity. How sincere is this person? On the first you met, she left an impression on you, he left an impression on you. But beyond that, how sincere is this person? Being single, is this person really single? Or the person just wants to try you out? He has other girls, he has other sisters, so he's trying to do kalu with them. To do tinini. Let's know which one is going to enter. She has a lot of guys, she has a lot of brothers, she has kept in the waiting room. So she's trying to compare and contrast. When he says yes, and you go through that yes, is it really a yes? When she says yes, and you go through that yes, is this really a yes? How sincere is the person? That is beyond the first impression. And the second letter will be letter I. Letter I, interest. What is his interest? What is her interest? This is one aspect that a lot of people tend to look over or downplay on. The interest of a person will have to align with your own before you can go on with that person. If you have a conflict of interest, it will give you a lot of issues. The person is interested in things that does not have internal values, whereas you are interested in things that have internal values. Not to say that the things that will aid your life, for you to live a good life, are not good. But when I say interest, I mean, what are his priorities? What are her priorities? Is it gold, silver, partying, sleeping, moving from one place to another? That is interest. N, natural. Being natural. It goes beyond having extra eyelashes. It goes beyond using foam bras. It goes beyond using padded buttocks, six-pack, whatsoever it is that you want to use to describe those things. If this person is hungry, he tells you I'm hungry. She tells you I'm hungry. And not forming, trying to fake it. The person is not real with the accent. The person is not real with feelings. The person, oh my God, I don't just know. Just being natural. Okay, maybe I should use another word. Being himself, being herself. Being natural. How natural is this person? Beyond the first impression, how natural is this person? And the next letter will be letter G, godly. A lot of time, no matter how a playboy that brother used to be or is, when it comes to the point of settling down, he is looking for a godly sister. But the question is, you that you are looking for a godly sister to marry, a godly girl to marry, sir, are you godly? Auntie, I want a brother, I want a man that is God-fearing, that respects God, that is loving. Man, are you also godly? Because it takes a godly man to get married to a godly woman. It also takes a godly woman to get married to a godly man. Most of the time, they give you reasons. If I marry a godly man, he can't cheat on me. He will take care of me because he's afraid of God. If I marry a godly woman, even if I'm cheating on her, she will just forgive me. She will pray about it and say, oh God, please change my husband. Help him change and all of that. Instead of taking me all out or fighting me. How godly is this person? I am not saying that because the person comes to church, comes to every weekly activity, even goes for evangelism. Look through it. Is he really godly? Is she really godly? Godliness. Letter L, loving. This is the word that most of us use often. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I said in my blog, I posted it in my blog page, and I said, love is not what you say, it is what you do. It is the act. It goes beyond you buying things for your man, buying things for your woman, buying things for your husband, buying things for your wife. But that act of love is not there. There is no respect. There is no regard. There is no feeling whatsoever. You are interested in what you get out of him. You are interested in him satisfying your need. You are interested in she satisfying your need. So you do those things just to get what you want. That is not love. Love goes beyond that. Love is not judgmental. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is respectful. Love is understanding. Love is not selfish. And on and on and on and on. Beyond the first impression. Is he loving? Is she loving? Letter E, enduring. This person doesn't have some certain things now. She has not attained some certain height. He has not attained some certain height. But are they willing to wait, to take it one step at a time, one day at a time to get to that? Or is he that person that will say, I can do anything just to get what I want? Is she that person that will say, no, no, when it comes to this, I can do anything. When a man says such, when a woman says such, be afraid of them. Because when they say they can do anything, they can do anything. They can actually poison you if it means taking you away to get to that height, to get to that position or whatsoever. That is being single. Beyond the first impression. Check the singleness of this person. The remaining N-E-S-S, yes, because I said singleness. The N is new. What new thing have you learned from this person? What new thing has this person impacted in you? Now, the E is entertaining. Is this person entertaining? Or is it the person that you ask with? The person is always so moody, so serious. I wouldn't say moody, so serious. Even when you say something that is entertaining, the person will hardly smile. The person will hardly laugh. And you look at the person and you are like, are you here? Are you still here? Say, yeah. Did you hear what I said? You say, yeah, I heard what you said. And how entertaining is this person? How outgoing is this person? When you go to the person's house or the person comes to your house, does the person offer you a seat? Does the person even try as much as possible to look around to see what he can offer you, what she can offer you as regards to drink or food? Or you just sit and chat and chat and chat and chat away about a lot of things? How entertaining is this person? Then the S is the sight. What does this person see you as? Is it your physique, your six-pack, your figure eight, your big bobs, your big, your color, the shape of your mouth, how you dress, and all of that. What is the person saying? Because what the person has seen in you will determine the outcome and the indwelling of that relationship. And the last S is self. Self. How selfless is this person? A lot of times you see people that are in a relationship and you hear him saying, I will do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. You are not in the picture. He doesn't see you in the picture. She doesn't see you in the picture. He doesn't use something like, when we finally settle, or before we settle, I would like us to do this, I would like us to do this, I would like us to do this, I would like us to check this and check that. Every time it is me, 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 and me, and me inside of me. Check it. And if all of these things are being put together, that is the singleness I talked about, beyond the first impression.